Good morning. DeSci is alive and well, up 2.6% on the day. Bitcoin is ripping again. This is the fourth day in a row where we have a green candle, at least thus far. Hopefully we can close the day somewhere above this 200-day moving average, which we've talked about a couple times so far. I am very excited here because in today's live stream, we have an exciting one for everyone. We have a special guest who, if you wait until closer to the end, probably around 12:30, I will call her in from the other room and we will have a very exciting live stream. Interestingly enough, this morning when I woke up, I came downstairs. She was already downstairs trading crypto. So she's in the trenches with you, whether or not you know this. Now, decentralized science, let's get on topic. DeSci right now is doing pretty good. Data Lake up 20%, genomes down. I'm sure a lot of you guys are happy about this one, up 15%. ETI up 15%. These are the two different genome tokens, but the real one here is up 13.8%. They need to get rid of this one. Take the gene token off the market. We got VitaDAO up 11%. We got Noble Blocks, baby. Noble Blocks up again today, another 5.5%. We are still down dramatically. Long way to go, but it is an exciting moment to see us start to recapture some of those lost gains. As you guys know, Noble Blocks is the largest position that I hold in crypto, and I am an advisor to the project. So I have a lot of conviction where others may not have that conviction. And when I tell you that things are heating up on the back end, you better believe it. Better believe it. People are going to be hating for having sold down here at literally half of a penny. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. The only way that we know for sure is if we can watch Bitcoin and pay attention to the broader market. Because right now, while Bitcoin is making this stair-stepping pattern on the shorter time frames, if we zoom in, maybe we go to the 1 hour to see it a little bit more clearly. The 1 hour Bitcoin chart has been very bullish. We were down here at 52,000 and we've been making this slight stair-stepping pattern as we break above the moving averages, cross them all over into bullish territory, hold the 200 as support and start trending even higher. We hit 64,000 yesterday, which is a huge milestone for Bitcoin right now because it's going through so many different economic factors which are extremely unstable and uncertain. One thing that's very interesting to me that I'm going to bring up in just a second once we're done kind of analyzing this Bitcoin chart is the fact that people are starting to become more bullish on altcoins. And not just anyone, but very important figures in the space who I generally recognize as individuals that I pay a lot of attention to. This person specifically who I'm thinking of is Ben Cohen, which I know you guys have heard me talk about him a lot on the space on these live streams, which we do, by the way, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ben Cohen recently posted a bull post for Ethereum, which is interesting. Very interesting. Because he's been a Bitcoin maxi from the end of last cycle. So for the last 3 years, this man has been nothing but Bitcoin, pro-Bitcoin maxi, everything Bitcoin. And today, he reposted something from September 20th. So this is today, actually. He just reposted it to keep it on everyone's mind. But he said, I've been saying this for years that Bitcoin, the Ethereum Bitcoin bottom will be between 0.03 and 0.04. For anyone who doesn't know what this is, instead of holding Ethereum's price constant for the US dollar, if you were to hold it constant for Bitcoin, ETH, BTC, if you were to hold it constant for Bitcoin, you'll see a different story than when you're holding it constant for the dollar. So this is like you are making the decision to trade between Ethereum and Bitcoin. And at any point since May of 2021, if you've been holding Ethereum over Bitcoin, you've actually been losing money. It would have been better for you to be holding Bitcoin. And this is a good way to kind of correlate your portfolio compared to Bitcoin instead of the dollar, because no one watching this live stream right now is bullish on the dollar long term. You're all bullish on Bitcoin long term. You're bullish on your cryptos long term, which is why it's a good idea to measure your crypto as it pertains to Bitcoin rather than the dollar. And so what Ben is saying here is that he believed since the end of last cycle, which was over here, that Ethereum Bitcoin valuation would bottom somewhere around 0.03 to 0.04. And that's what we just tapped into yesterday. And he's saying that it looks like this could be the bottom for that valuation. Now, what happens if the price of Ethereum related to Bitcoin starts going up? Well, it's not going to take a rocket scientist or a brain surgeon to see that we would have altcoins rally, because most of the altcoins are built on top of Ethereum. So this whole thing, I'm not going to read the entire thing to you, but it is very interesting for me to see a known Bitcoin maxi come over to the dark side of altcoin markets. Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Nil. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Friday morning here today. We have very exciting times in the crypto markets because we're at one of those pivoting points again for Bitcoin and thus the entire market, which will dictate what happens over the next month or so. We are almost out of the shitty September months that is every single cycle, every single year. September's bad. We're 20 days into the month and we only have 10 days left before we get October, which historically has been one of the most green months for Bitcoin and the stock market ever. Hopefully we can see the same story play out again and again and again, and we can see a little bit of volatility here at the end of September going into October for pure upward momentum. That would be something beautiful. What I have pulled up here is Solana to Bitcoin, because most of you guys probably trade meme coins on Solana. And so I'm just taking a little bird's eye view to see how Solana has been holding up against Bitcoin. And this tells a different story than Ethereum to Bitcoin. However, it does repaint the same picture, which showcases that the entire time Bitcoin is chopping, it's generally better just to hold Bitcoin than it is to hold anything else. You're not going to see any kind of gains if Bitcoin is chopping sideways. Now, that's for the mega cap coins, right? That's for the really big coins. The smaller coins obviously tell a different story. If you can find, you will always find some winners in the micro caps, which I've put together a small little portfolio of micro caps that I'm watching currently, and they've been really performing pretty nicely. At least Kudos and Dion, however you pronounce it, the last week or so we're doing really nicely. It's kind of flat today, kind of flat. I feel like my camera is blurry right now. Somebody must have put a fingerprint on it. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone's portfolios looking today? There's a lot of exciting things happening in the market. Like, I know we talk about DeSci, and I'll give some updates on DeSci, but Cyclix Games from CoinRock, this thing has been starting to take off. There are some rumors of some very exciting things happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks for Cyclix Games, namely potentially releasing the actual gambling casino. So I am happy to say that I've got 10 grand in this, and I'm sitting pretty. I'm enjoying my position there. Same with Data Lake's been still continuing to do super good. So the money that I have in Data Lake, which you better bet that I was still accumulating aggressively as we fell. One thing I do want to show up, because I drew some lines for you guys. Yeah, here we go. So this trend line on Data Lake, and I'm gonna erase those moving averages, but we were trending down pretty consistently the whole time, and it was 4 days ago we broke out above. Didn't really have a retest, but it seems like we're off to the races. And if you were to measure this move from where we are now back to all-time highs, we got 800% to get back. If you measure from the bottom to all-time highs, that is 2,000% to get back, a 20x. If you were to take this measured move from the last time Data Lake did this, right? And we kind of take this move that it did, align it back up again, and overlay it to this move, it looks like it's the same move happening. And that would put us back above the all-time highs. But just to give you a frame of reference, when Data Lake moved last time, it bottomed out, and within, well, I guess I should do it over here. It bottomed out, and within 120 days, it had gone up 46x. It did a 10x in a month. So it went up 1,000% in a month last time it broke out. So I would pay close attention to Data Lake because it seems like it's already low-key halfway through with that move. 150%. So a 10x would bring us back to 2.5 cents, which is crazy good. Crazy good for Data Lake. Axon, unfortunately, I know a lot of you guys were excited for the Axon breakout. Axon's momentum seems to have slowed down a little bit here, right in line with where it had slowed down back here. Back in June of this year, we had this pop up to 30 cents, and then it continued to bleed. And right now we've had this pop from 10 cents up to 30 cents, and it looks like it's slowing down a little bit. Hopefully it can build out support between 20 to 30 cents and just make way for the next leg up. We will see on that one. What are some other coins, you guys? You guys have been extremely quiet this far this morning. What are some other DeSci projects you want to take a look at and do some technical analysis on, do some trading analysis? One thing that we can talk about if you guys want to move on to some of the broader things in the economy right now, or at least in Bitcoin, is BlackRock reveals it's quietly preparing for a $35 trillion Federal Reserve dollar crisis with Bitcoin, predicted to spark a sudden price boom. So this came out on September 19th from Forbes, and Gary Cardone posted this on X today. BlackRock apparently is expecting a dollar crisis. FRK wants to talk about Noble. Hell yeah, let's get into Noble. I love Noble blocks, you know this, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention. BlackRock is preparing for a $35 trillion crisis. Noble chart is not TA-able. I will be the judge of that. Let's go over to Noble blocks. I got some lines on this chart. I got some lines. So we're going to ignore everything that happened before the hack, okay? Because that right now, before the hack was like a different world. You kind of have to look at it after the hack because of everything that happened with the dilution and the inflation of the supply. So the previous bottom, or at least where I was hoping we would bottom out at, was in July around this half a cent area, 0.0055. Not DeSci, but Eagle AI. I know, hey, Nil, I know who you follow. Dr. Evil of Crypto, been talking about, or is it him or Jolly Green? Kind of that whole crew of people that talk about Axon, been talking about Eagle AI. I would love to look into it a little bit with you guys. So right around this half a cent mark is where Noble blocks had kind of been stalling out and then starting to rally off of. It did it 2 times, and then it tried to do it here a 3rd time. Like I'm gonna count this as 1. This was close, but no cigar, but it bounced. And then it tried to do it again here. It got a little bit of a bounce and then failed on the 4th time. Then we came down, got rejected by it here. So this half a cent area is an important area to watch. And then we started rallying again, right? And I can zoom in a little bit more so you can see more clearly these moves. But it looks like we've broken above this half a cent area, finally. And so I'm very excited about that. And we can also go ahead and look at, and I wanted to bring this up because most of the DeSci charts looked like this. So we had a very clear sell-off that was happening, and I drew the trend line here for everyone to see. I'm going to delete this for a second so it's clearer on everything. But we had a very clear downtrend on Noble blocks in which it broke above and then came down for a slight retest. Didn't come all the way down to the trend line, thank God, and then it's starting to rebound. So I will say that this is starting to look pretty good. If we kind of overlay the RSI, which I haven't done in a while, but I love doing, you can see the RSI has kind of been right in line with this move. So we don't have a divergence on the chart when it comes to the RSI, but we do have a strong push upwards with it. Now I got to get it back down off of this because I did not even mean to do that. There we go. I meant to pull this up. But that trend line that I drew, important. I want you guys to pay attention to that trend line. If I come over here to Data Lake, you'll see the same thing. We had an even longer trend line, which it just broke. If I go over to Axon, we have a pretty similar story here. I didn't draw the trend line, but it's all of DeSci kind of suffering from the same little faded curse. Axon almost had a better entry price. Like you could, come on. Axon had something even better for its price, because you could see that we kind of we broke above, and then you got that retest and that ability at the same time that the RSI was starting to stair step up. And so we're not surprised that it's pulling back right now because of the RSI being so overbought, but it is still something to pay attention to. And the nail in the coffin for me was Research Coin. Now, Research Coin did this pattern earlier. So Research Coin was kind of leading the entire industry before anyone was really paying attention to it. Research Coin had this breakout like a month ago. And then I'm assuming Axon's going to follow something similar to what Research Coin did here. So we had the big sell-off, and then you saw the RSI kind of bottom out, and then we broke above, had the retest, some crazy bullish momentum, and then it's been chopping and building out the support, and it stalled out at a previous support. So for Research Coin, we're very much stagnant right there. And if you come over back to Axon, and this is just me trying to piece together a story in the entire space, Axon's move looked stronger, where if it didn't, I would have expected it to kind of stall out here at the previous support, turn resistance, but it broke right through it. So stronger than Research Coins. Data Lake, where would we expect it based off of this pattern? I would say that Data Lake is rallying quickly to 1 cent. It's at half a cent right now. I would say based off this little pattern, Data Lake's probably rallying up to 1 cent. And back to Noble Blocks. Noble Blocks here, I would say is quickly, based off this analysis, we would be assuming that Noble Blocks is going to be rallying to this 1.2 cent area, or somewhere similar to this previous high. So 1 cent. It's at half a cent right now, so a quick little double up to get us back up there, in my humbled opinion. And then let's go to Eagle AI, EAI. 52% today is crazy. I'm disappointed that I slept on this one when we saw our good friends shilling it, because they had a reason to start talking about it. They had some pretty impressive news outlets and some pretty impressive news breaks. I don't think there's enough information to do any technical analysis on this, because there's no, we're about to head into price discovery for it. It being a $4.5 million market cap is crazy, because I'm pretty sure it was like a 500,000 or a 1 million down here. So it was $1 million market cap to $4.5 million market cap in literally 6 days. I would not be surprised for some level of a pullback. However, it's such a small market cap that we could just see it continue to rally and break above the all-time high. But I wouldn't be surprised to see some profit taking between 5 and 6 cents here. Just be on the lookout. For me personally, something like this where I didn't get in when I first saw them starting to talk about it. I did not get in back here when I saw, who was it? Who talks about it the most? I know he's in DeSci. Is it Dr. Evil? Yeah, Dr. Evil. So I saw him talk about some crazy Google announcement that they were going to be getting recently, and I ignored it, and he talked about it back here. So shout out Dr. Evil. That was a really good call out on his part. I should have just hopped right in when it was at $1 million market cap, but for me, I'm too late to the rally here. And so while I still think it could continue to rally, I would feel more comfortable waiting for something like this and then getting in here. Even if I get in at a higher price, I just have that conviction that the moves are being reset. Why does my throat keep getting all clogged up? Dr. Evil, same people shilling Axon, shill it. Yeah, they got a payroll, so they're on the same as the Axon team, it seems, or at least they've reached out to the same crew, which is great, because they're good. Like Axon's good. I'm assuming Eagle AI is going to be good. Having the backing of Dr. Evil, in my opinion, is a pretty solid one. And then, I mean, more importantly, their grant from Google just shows that Google is appreciative to Eagle AI's technology. That's my opinion, is I would wait for some large pullbacks. If you're trading on a smaller time frame, this could have been a good entry price. So this kind of pullback could be something good because of how clean that stair step is. Now it's starting to get more volatile, so people are paying more and more attention to it, right? I'm at the zoo. Come to like the stream. See ya boys later. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. Enjoy the zoo. Please be safe and don't jump into any gorilla cages. What else we got? We got 13 concurrent viewers right now, so I'm hoping that you guys have liked the live stream. I'm hoping that you guys appreciate the content. I'm hoping that it's the same crew that we always have, because we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk about DeSci, talk about the market, talk about altcoins, and most importantly, talk about how we're going to turn $500 into a house. We're at $2,600 with the account today, and it's down 4.7%, mostly led downwards by Axon. However, a little bit of Dynex pulling us down and some Caspa pulling us down. The entry price on average for Caspa in the portfolio is 4 cents. So that's a bullish entry, in my opinion. Dynex, I could not be more bullish on. I really, like I posted in the Discord this morning, I am entering Dynex with some size here, because this trading setup is just glorious. Okay, you guys are familiar with a bullish flag, right? Where you have the flag pull and then you consolidate, making a small, this is what Bitcoin is doing as a whole, right? This is the chart for Bitcoin right now. And then everyone's waiting for this breakout to the upside. Dynex has the same chart. Dynex is doing the exact same flagging motion, even to the point, literally to the point where in this graphic of the perfect projection, you get one peak at the top, two peaks at the top, three, and on the fourth it breaks out. Dynex has had 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth it breaks out. And that's what I'm assuming is going to play out. It is literally picture perfect. And there's more for Harambe. No. Wait for a pullback on Noble before add to bag. I don't think so. On top of, we'll look at Noble again in a second, but I want to finish my point with Dynex. While it's forming this pattern, right? While it's forming this beautiful flag pattern, the fundamentals behind Dynex are exploding at a pace that is unparalleled. There is nothing in the quantum cloud ecosystem globally, whether it's Microsoft working with theirs, whether it's NVIDIA working on theirs, whether it's IBM, nothing holds a torch to Dynex right now. So it's like, it's not even something that I think is questionable. The number of jobs, the fundamentals behind Dynex are just taking off like something I have never seen something that powerful before. And then if we go over to Noble, just to look to see if there's a dip in store to be accumulating for, I don't think that it's worth paying attention to that, because ultimately it's a $2.3 million market cap. And as it stair steps back up to $100 million market cap, I don't think it'll matter getting in at 2.3 or 1.8. Like, it's not going to be that big of a difference at the end of the day. I could be wrong. We'll see. Maybe we do get a retest of this support line again. But I mean, my bag's packed. My bags have been packed for the entire time. When will early community sale be open for Poseidon DAO? I've not heard anything directly from them yet as to when it's going to be open, but I would keep an eye out very soon. I believe they're waiting for Bitcoin to break out. So I think they're waiting for October, which is very smart. Very smart. I'm going to be getting into this one pretty aggressively, to be honest. I mean, I've done videos with them. I'm working with them as an advisor to the project on the marketing division and everything. And they have what it takes, in my opinion, for it to be a really successful pre-sale, which we need, guys. We need. It's been a while. It's been quite some time since we've had a really good pre-sale, especially in DeSci. So I'm very bullish on them. I think the team is coherent. I think the team is young enough yet educated enough to make quick and accurate decisions. Unlike a lot of the old farts in the rest of crypto, or at least the old scientists, maybe not old farts, but the old scientists don't seem to be receptive to change despite being in an industry that is changing rapidly. But those are my 2-3 cents. It is 12:30. So I think it is time, unless you guys, we can continue to do this, but I do have a very special introduction. She just entered into the room and is sitting on the ground over there. So, long overdue. Many of you guys have been asking for her, but here is Amanda. Welcome. Yes,
yeah,
you're down in the corner.
I was looking at that one. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. This is the special guest that I put in the title of the video. So this is my girlfriend Amanda. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Fun story is I literally woke up today, came downstairs, and she was sitting on the couch trading crypto. So she's in the trenches with us. I've onboarded her successfully.
I am. You did a very good job teaching me. I had the best teacher.
Let's go. And she's going to sit behind me, but I think she said earlier she didn't want to be 100% in the frame, so I have to block her off a little bit.
Joke. It's fine. All right, so are you going to tell the story, or am I? No, you should tell it because you're the storyteller.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to see if they have anything to say, any questions for you first. What coin were you trading earlier?
It was Strawberry AI, yeah. Strawberry
AI, a $19.5 million market cap. This is what she was doing some research on and some analysis on, and I mean that chart looks beautiful. That chart looks gorgeous.
It looks interesting.
It's just going straight up and to the right. So.
Yay! Hopefully it's a good one.
Okay, so Amanda. It's funny because none of you guys have said anything yet, and usually you guys are messaging occasionally. But Amanda here works for TikTok, and she was the kind of how we met was actually here in Atlanta when I was traveling around. So most of you guys know Josh from Discover Crypto, right? And so she was working with Discover Crypto and just happened to be there one of the days that I went up to Discover.
Which was a special day.
Which was my birthday.
And?
Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. And so we met on Valentine's Day. Wasn't there a 100K buy in Barry like 2 days ago? Probably. Let's see. $20,000 buy. That's crazy. 25, 13. Yeah, people seem to be loading up on Barry. Large buy orders at least. And so we were talking, and we didn't even really talk.
Not much.
At HIT. Yeah. We didn't really talk at all. But
it was more me and Lucas.
Yeah, I was with Lucas, Aaron, Leo, and myself. Mm-hmm. We're all visiting Josh at Discover Crypto. And then we were all talking about creator stuff and sales on TikTok, right? Because you work for Shop.
Yep.
Do you want to tell them what you do?
Yeah, so I work on the e-commerce side for TikTok. So if you're a TikTok fan, you're probably not a huge fan of Shop because it's like every third video that you're getting right now. But basically people can put the products on TikTok and sell it directly in the app. So I work in operations. I'm a partnership manager, and I've also worked as an operations manager there too. So that's what I do.
Fantastic. And so she was trying to onboard some people to use TikTok Shop more, which will probably, if I ever get my account back, I'm probably going to start posting some Shop videos. But she invited us, that is Lucas, Aaron, Leo, and I, to go tour the TikTok headquarters out in LA because we were going to LA to try and work with Corium at the time. I don't think the Corium deal ended up working out. Neither did the TikTok deal, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And so I got a tour of the TikTok HQ, which I've posted a bunch of stuff of before, but.
And I think I was on your cover photo.
Yes, you were. She was in one of the videos, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we all went out to dinner, and then we were staying in the hills of LA, and you decided to come back with us.
I did.
And we spent all pretty much the rest of the night just like talking and watching conspiracy video stuff about the pyramids, and I was red pilling her about how important crypto was because the government is super majorly corrupt, and she was like, oh my god.
But I had already been in crypto. I had been doing like NFTs. I didn't have a great experience. I got scammed a few years ago.
Should we go look at the one that you had?
Gutsy Gecko, yeah. The OpenSea. It's flagged. Yeah, I had a rare 1 of 1 Gary V friend, and I got scammed because I did something stupid. But
it's okay,
anyway, so I was interested in it, and I was like the only girl in that space that I knew of at that point. So,
what is the collection?
It's V Friends.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the original ones.
The 10,000?
Uh-huh. Yep, those are the ones. So I had Gutsy Gecko, which sometimes it's hard to find. It has a flag on it.
Gutsy Gecko.
Yeah, when it got stolen, it was worth like, I think, like close to 200 grand or something like that.
God damn.
It was crazy. Keep going down. It's the pretty one. It has it was a hollow right there.
This one?
Nope. Down. That one.
This one?
Yeah. The prettiest one, of course.
Last sale for 19 ETH.
Yeah, so he sold, it was worth 40 ETH. He sold it because I can't remember what happened. I don't know. It's painful.
Her wallet got hacked, and she ended up losing a couple ETH and the Gutsy Gecko, which was worth 40 Ethereum, and then he sold it to himself to get it out of that wallet for half price. And then, yeah.
He stole the other one too. It just was a 1 of 4. It wasn't as
rare.
valuable. Yeah.
So then she was like, screw this. I'm done with crypto. And I was like, wait. Come back and buy Noble Blocks.
I was devastated. It was terrible. I couldn't believe somebody would be so horrible.
Yep. But we all have horror stories in crypto, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Do we have any questions?
I would say
Nobody
no.
cares?
Nobody cares. Everyone's sitting there silently watching.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. You guys, hopefully this fulfilled the questions and answer segment that you guys have been asking for days.
Has the lady walked by? Oh, I guess that was in the 9
it's in
o'clock
the
hour?
mornings. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The 9 a.m. live streams.
Yeah.
Her and her black little pug walk by.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to go back to work.
Do you want to show any coins to them?
I love WOG, but I don't know if it's too late to get into.
Flog was your best call out, right?
I do, yeah. I really liked that one. I found it all on my own, using the criteria that you taught me, of course.
Mm-hmm. It was like day 1 or day 2 of it being out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then what was the other one? Oh, Ribbit.
Was it? I mean, you called out Reddit Dog. Lucas has been shilling us Ribbit.
Okay, that's what it was, Reddit Dog.
Yeah. Ribbit.
Yeah.
Is long hair Patrick coming back? No. I need a haircut.
Do
pretty
they think
badly.
I'm stopping you from growing your? What did I tell you about your hair? Like, I'm totally not stopping that.
Yeah.
If you want long hair, I mean, you're on your way.
I know it's getting back to be moppy. I need a haircut. It's too much when it's super long.
But I didn't know you with long hair.
Right. I cut it before I met her, which is good because she probably wouldn't have talked to me if I had super long hair.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
It would have been a different path for sure had I had super long hair still. But yeah, then we hit it off. We continued to talk, started texting more and more, and then we traveled a bunch actually. We went to Germany together. We went, yeah.
St. Pete a few times.
St. Pete, Tampa.
Yep.
And then Atlanta. Now we're back in Georgia and LA.
We
Yeah.
went back out to LA.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
We were there twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this year. But thank you.
You're welcome. You're dismissing me?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll see you later.
Thanks.
All right.
There she is. Amanda. Yeah. I was trying to listen to see what she was saying out there. I can hear them playing with the cat toy. All right. I can tell you guys are explicitly crypto focused today, but hopefully it was nice to meet her. I'm sure some of you guys will talk in the Discord in a minute. Thank you for being polite. I appreciate all of you guys for being kind to her while she was here. Yeah, do you guys have any questions for me or anything that you guys want to go over while we are here live? There's not a ton of activity going on in the DeSci space right now. It's mostly just everyone finishing up, I think, at the conference out in Singapore. Okay, this is weird. But yeah. Nothing, guys? Nothing? Slow Friday. It is a slow Friday. She is cute. I like her. I'm a fan. Thank you, Coin. I'll tell her that you said she's cute, Coin. Just woke up from a night shift. That's rough. I hated the night shift. Absolutely hated it. No matter how long it goes on for, you cannot get enough sleep. Cannot get enough sleep. Yeah, I mean, it seems as if the market really, like, I'm just trying to think back to anything that we had impacting the market, and it really does seem like the market does not give a shit about the rate cuts that happened. Like, it's going up. It's enjoying life still post rate cut decision, which is a little bit surprising to me because I did fully expect us to have a pullback, but it's not. So I'm not gonna fight it. I literally didn't sell anything into it. I was just gonna hold through any kind of pullbacks that we had, and here we are, continuing the trend upwards, at least in the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones and Bitcoin, everything. Beagle. No, she's not single. God damn it. Mods. Get him out of here. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. It's Fitness Friday, so make sure you're moving your body at least a little bit, but your time is your most valuable asset. I'm gonna go back and edit the rest of my Dynex interview, so stay tuned for that. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into, and I will see you guys in the Discord or the Telegram or both. Enjoy your weekends.